Okay, next would be the ascending triangle. Okay, ascending triangle. So ascending triangle is basically your opposite of the descending triangle. So imagine a descending triangle, you flip it on downwards 180 degrees, and voila, you have the ascending triangle. So ascending triangle basically is the opposite of descending triangle. Ascending triangle basically represents bullish momentum. Okay, bullish momentum. So if you guys want to know more about the theory behind the ascending triangle, do take a quick pause on the video, take a short read on it, and you probably have a better understanding on the ascending triangle. If not, I'll carry on to show you guys the graphical example. Okay, so ascending triangle, what does it look like? It looks something like that. So similar to the descending triangle, 3 criteria. Criteria number 1 will be the higher lows, seen right over here, right? The high lows. So that's criteria number 1. So you can see that, okay, what? They're high lows. So what exactly is high lows? As covered earlier in the course, in the recordings, in the earlier recordings, high lows are basically whereby your lows or your valleys or your throws are getting successively higher and higher and higher. So you can see that, okay, when you see higher lows, you draw a trend line, you connect the high lows. That's number 1. Then you have this trend line. Okay, number 2 will be when you spot a flat area of resistance. Okay, flat area of resistance. So you can see that there are high lows. However, there are no high highs formed, but instead there are constant highs formed, which gives you the flat area resistance. So you start to plot the flat area resistance, which is your triangle right here, the black triangle, the gray triangle right here. So that's number 2. So once that's done, what you do is step number 3 is to measure the mouth of the triangle. Measure the triangle mouth. So let's say it's 50 pips. Okay, 50 pips. Then you just write down here 50 pips, the triangle mouth. Okay, so these are the 3 steps. Once you do all the 3 steps, you then have the triangle. You then have an ascending triangle. Okay, so how do you trade the ascending triangle? So as I said earlier, ascending triangle basically represents bullish momentum, bullish pressure. So most likely 90% of the time, price is going to break through the upside. Okay, so how to trade is once price breaks through the flat area of resistance, then you can actually choose to, or you can actually start to open long position or buys, right? You can start to open buys once price breaks through the the flat area resistance here. Okay, so where do I set my TP? Right, where set the TP? So your TP is also based on your measure on the size of the triangle mouth. So as I said earlier, 50 pips is the size of the triangle mouth. So your TP should also be 50 pips. Okay, 50 pips. Where should your SL be? Your SL, right? Your SL can be under the higher low, the previous high low. So your SL, so high low is right over here. Your SL is somewhere over here. Okay, so this is how you can trade. One way you can trade the ascending triangle. Okay, via the break of the resistance where you can start to open buys. Okay, but of course, there are also sometimes ascending triangles, similar to ascending triangles, right? Ascending triangles, although they represent bullish momentum, sometimes price can break through the downside as well. Okay, price can break through the downside as well, whereby price can actually choose to break on downwards right over here. Okay, choose to break on downwards right over here. So, how do you actually trade when the price breaks through downwards? Okay, what you want to do is once price actually broke through the trend line, can start to open sells here instead. Can start to open sells. Okay, and where's your TP be? Your TP should be at the next key support level. Okay, your TP should be at the next key support level, and your SL should be right above this flat area of resistance. Right, your SL should be somewhere around here, right above the flat area of resistance. So let's say, even though ascending triangle represents bullish momentum, there are also times whereby price breaks through downwards as compared to upwards for the ascending triangle. And when that happens, you open sells. You open sells and your SL should be above the flat area resistance. Your TP should be at the next support level. So this is your ascending triangle, right? Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes for ascending triangle, instead of breaking upwards, break downwards. Similar to the descending triangle, right? Sometimes it happens. So that's your ascending triangle.
Thanks for checking out this section. I really hope you enjoyed our content so far. So my team and I took hours and spent quite a bit of money settling this whole thing up. So number 1, we hope that you gain some value from this. Number 2, that if you have a friend that's interested in trading, you could drop them the link and share this free resource with them.